It is popularly said that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Hello, viewers. You're welcome to day 4 of the 30 Days of Gratitude series. Today, we'll be looking at gratitude in challenging times. We all go through challenging seasons at different points in our lives, but our attitude towards them may differ. For some, they would go through it with an act of gratitude, and this will help build resilience during this period. This resilience will help them overcome the challenges easily. Others will decide to go through it with gloom, throwing a pity party for themselves. Sometimes people go through a challenging situation, and at the end of that situation, at the end of that hard, trying situation, they end up coming down into one type of disease or the other because they've overthought the whole thing. They decide to worry, they decide to be anxious, they decide to think to themselves that all hell has been let loose on them and their life is over. You have a choice when going through a challenging situation. So you either choose a positive outlook or a negative outlook. You can be positive about it and give gratitude for that challenging situation. While I was on social media, I saw a post I saw a post where a pastor narrated a story of how his church, which he has built for 5 years, was had to evacuate their premises. When the period I was given to them was almost elapsing, they still had not gotten a venue for their church. This pastor has built this church to an international standard, to up to a level where if it were a business, we can say that they had a brand. They built a brand around their church, and they've had to the point where they've had international speakers come in to minister to to the congregation. They've held international conferences in that place. It was a very beautiful location. The church was well sited, and now they are about to lose all of that. All 2 weeks remain for them to leave the premises, yet they have not gotten a new venue. When they had their last service in that venue, they still haven't gotten another one. The pastor recalled that it was on the altar dancing after church service. People were going on, people were leaving, but he chose to remain in church, stay back. He was dancing, praising God, and people were watching him as he was dancing. Like, why is he happy? Why is he excited? We have not gotten a venue, and we're about to lose this one. We don't even know where our next service is going to be. Yet he was dancing, praising God. He said in his heart, all he was thinking of was the souls they've won in that venue within that 5 years, the impact they've made in the lives of people within that 5 years. And he was thanking God for that. He was thanking God for the souls that they've won and the impact they've made in lives. In spite of the situation, a difficult situation that they were facing. I remember going off the phone. I just went off social media and I was like, what? How can somebody be grateful in that period of time? Well, if you can be grateful, there's nothing I am going through right now that I cannot be grateful for. I remember just blasting in tongues and just appreciating God and saying thank you to God. If somebody can go into that kind of situation and still have the heart of gratitude, why can't I? Your challenge may be a very trying one, but you have two options: to either wallow in self pity or choose to be grateful. Expressing gratitude during a challenging situation does not mean you are undermining the difficulty of that situation. That's not it. But it is actually choosing to stay positive instead of embracing negativity. And that positivity will give you the strength that you need to overcome the challenge. Today, your task is to reflect on a recent challenge and identify a positive outlook or lesson that you learned during that challenge. I come your way next time. I remain Sarah. Okay. Adios.